Chiefs Kingdom, take a breath with me. 0-2 is a punch to the ribs, not a knockout. We've still got Patrick Mahomes, we've still got Andy Reid, and we've still got January in our DNA. But the headline today is loud enough to rattle your helmet. Mahomes' Chiefs urged to trade for a $120 million wide receiver after an 0-2 start. Is this the moment to swing big, or do we tighten the screws in-house and storm back? Real quick before we roll, if you live for scoreboard watch parties, instant breakdowns, and real fan talk, hit that subscribe and help us push to 5,000 subs. Your click keeps Kansas City Chiefs today, in front of Chiefs fans who need a little fire in their feed. Here's the twist. A blockbuster doesn't just change highlights. It changes how every defense treats us on snap one. Let's be honest about why 0-2 happened. The margins got razor thin. Situational execution, red zone, third down, final 5 minutes, has been a beat late. You're seeing option routes where the receiver reads leverage one way and Mahomes expects the other. You're seeing catchable balls graze gloves and hit turf. None of that erases elite talent. It just shows timing and trust aren't fully synced yet. Defenses are compressing our world. Safeties are squatting the seams, rolling extra eyes at Kelce, and daring our boundary receivers to win isolated, on time, outside the numbers. When those one-on-one wins don't stack up, the offense feels tight. The 5-yard gift becomes a 2-yard fight. Second and medium turns into third and long. You can feel Mahomes trying to be patient, then searching for the haymaker. But here's where it gets spicy. This isn't a Mahomes problem. It's a spacing and threat problem. Fix the picture, and 15 will carve it up like always. So what would a $120 million caliber wide receiver actually do for us, beyond headlines and jersey sales? 1. Dictate coverage from the huddle. A real WR1 forces defenses to choose. Shade the safety, or die by isolation. Shade, and you lighten the box, you widen the hook zones, and Kelce gets matched on linebackers instead of bracket traps. Don't shade, and Mahomes takes the clean one-on-one all day. Boundary comeback, glance, back shoulder, deep cross. That's not exotic, that's efficient. 2. Create on-schedule answers. 3rd and 6 has felt like a coin flip. With a WR1, it's a throw and no. 2.2 seconds, plant, ball out, sticks moved. That rhythm drags our run game into favorable looks and keeps the call sheet 2 pages thicker. 3. Red zone clarity. When space shrinks, you need traits. Size for the fade, suddenness for the whip, late hands for the back shoulder. A true alpha gives Mahomes trust throws that end droughts. It also lets Kelce hunt leverage instead of absorbing full-body mugging on every snap near the paint. 4. Everyone else slides into their best role. Speed guys become stressors instead of saviors. Chain movers become assassins on option routes. Kelce becomes the orbiting sun again, not the only gravitational force. Now, can the current room climb to that standard? Absolutely possible. You've seen flashes, routes won early, corners turned, timing sequences that look like the old symphony. But flashes don't carry you through December wins. You either manufacture certainty through development, or you buy it. This is the pivot. Patience says, week 5, the chemistry pops. Urgency says, add the piece now, bake it into the language, and be terrifying by Thanksgiving. Why does an offensive trade help Spags Group? Field position and snap economy. When your offense wins on schedule, you flip the turf battle, you force opponents to chase, and the pass rush gets to pin its ears back. Suddenly, that 3rd and 8 isn't a draw and punt situation for them. It's Karlaftis and Jones teeing off while the back end sits on routes. Right now, the defense is doing enough in long stretches to win, but they're getting dragged into too many sudden change moments and short fields. A WR1 doesn't just add yards, it shaves defensive snaps and protects legs for the 4th quarter. That's complementary football, and it shows up in takeaways when quarterbacks are pressing to keep pace. The hidden sauce: 2 more first downs per half equals a fresher pass rush with the game on the line. You don't need a trade to fix everything by Sunday. Coaching levers exist now. Formational stress. More 3x1 with Kelce as the ISOX. force brackets to him, then run speed out /sail/flood to the 3 receiver side. If they stay too high, pound RPO glance and inside zone until the safety cheats. Motion for clarity. Short jet and tap motions to diagnose man versus zone pre-snap. Give Mahomes green light answers. If the nickel bumps, the ball is out. If he doesn't, check to dagger or drift. Tempo pockets. Hit the gas for 2 snaps a series. Defenses hate personnel freezes. It turns the play clock into our ally and traps predictable looks on the field. 12 personnel with teeth. 2 tight ends force base or big nickel. If they go base, flex Kelsey and attack a linebacker in space. If they go nickel, run at the light box, then shot fake off outside zone. Receiver room emphasis. Route depth discipline, late hands, strong catches through contact. Keep stems friendly for Mahomes' timing. The ball is a metronome, meet it on the beat. Now, if a trade happens, the X factor becomes language acquisition. Our system uses sight adjustments, leverage reads, and post-snap conversions. Talent travels, but terminology takes reps. The sooner the newcomer nails the dictionary, splits, hot rules, coverage tells, the sooner you get fireworks instead of static. And here's the wrinkle, even without a new star, 1 clean game, no drops, crisp depths, finish through contact, shifts the entire narrative in 7 days. The AFC is a tiebreaker league. You don't feel the week 2 misstep in real time, but it steals home field in January if you let it stack. That's where the trade conversation gets serious. You're not buying a name, you're buying leverage over playoff math. Rival defenses want to body you at the line and squat your routes. Add a WR1 with true, win outside juice, and those corners must respect go balls and double moves. That respect softens the shell, brings back our RPO rhythm, and reopens the seam for Kelsey. It also changes how opponents script you, fewer early down run blitzes, more too high patience, which we can punish with methodical, maddening drives. And let's talk Arrowhead. January in KC is a weather weapon. The big decision now, trade or no trade, helps determine whether the road to the AFC crown requires boarding passes or just heavier coats. Bottom line, you don't chase headlines, you chase margins. 2 extra conversions, 1 extra red zone touchdown, 1 fewer desperate fourth quarter heave. So where do you land, Chiefs Kingdom? Are you team, swing big, secure a WR1, and kick the doors in, or team, trust the room, clean the details, and let chemistry bloom? I'll ride with either plan, as long as our identity sharpens. Disciplined routes, ruthless situational ball, and Mahomes playing patient, then predatory. We're here daily with live scoreboards, instant reaction, and level-headed fan analysis. If you're new, tap subscribe and help us push to 5,000 subs. That momentum keeps Kansas City Chiefs Today in your feed and fuels more shows when news breaks. Fan questions for the comments. If you could add 1 trait to the WR room, size, pure speed, or route craft, which wins us the most games right now and why? Would you sacrifice a first-round pick for a proven WR1 mid-season, or hold the pick and target a veteran in free agency? Which immediate tweak fixes the offense fastest? More tempo, heavier 12 personnel, or earlier deep shots on second and medium? Bonus, name the under-the-radar chief who becomes the season's X-factor if no trade happens. Chiefs Kingdom, we're not built to flinch, we're built to finish. See you post-game.